Welcome back everyone. Today we're taking on Sanzeon, one of the quickest and deadliest bosses in Ninja Gaiden 4. This fight has two very distinct phases. In phase 1, Sanzeon is bound up almost like a cocoon, mostly attacking from range and using powerful red flash moves. Then in phase 2, Sanzeon fully opens up, revealing three arms and fights with a sword, an axe and a trident all at once. But don't worry, there's a very simple and clean way to deal with both phases. So let's break down his attacks, the cues to look for and the easiest ways to counter and punish him. In phase 1, Sanzeon constantly shifts between three fixed positions, always moving in an anti-clockwise pattern. As soon as you reach him and land a few hits, he'll disappear in a burst of yellow dust and reappear at the next spot in the rotation. So the moment you see that yellow dust animation, start moving again. Don't wait. Staying in motion is the key to keeping up with him in this phase. And while you're chasing him, he'll constantly fire missile barrages from long range. These don't travel in clean lines, they scatter and chase in clusters, so they can look chaotic. If you're already sprinting, you'll naturally avoid most of them by just moving sideways. If not, dodge or simply hold on block to tank the hits safely. You can also throw shurikens to blow them up before they land, which looks super cool. Now let's talk about his three main power attacks in this phase. The first one is the laser beam shot. You'll see the red flash, then two thin red tracking lines lock onto you. That's your entire warning. Just start moving sideways immediately. If you're already sprinting in a white circle, the beam will always miss on its own. But if you're standing still, dodge right as the red lines tighten before the yellow beams fire. The second one is the ground blast. Again the red flash first, then you will see circular markers form under your feet. You have about a second before they explode, so just sprint or dodge out of the radius or use flying swallow to instantly clear distance. The third is the rotating laser sweep. You will see the red flash, then Sanzeon fires three yellow beams onto the ground which begin to rotate upward as he spins. It looks messy, but don't panic, just move into the space where the beams aren't. There's always a safe pocket to stand or run through, and once you see the pattern, it becomes very readable. But here's the real trick to phase 1. All of these attacks can be shut down instantly if you're standing right next to him. If you're close when the red flash appears, just strike with your blood driven attack right as you see the flash. That will break the attack before it even comes out, stagger him immediately and let you continue your assault. Now one thing to be careful about when you get close. Sometimes Sanzeon will suddenly levitate upward and slam down. When you see him rise like that, just dodge. That's the safest option. Dodge away, let the slam land and then move back in to resume attacking. So the flow in phase 1 is simple. Chase after him, avoid the long range power attacks by sprinting sideways or dodging, and break the red flash power attacks with your blood driven counter. If you keep doing this consistently, you'll push him into phase 2 very quickly. Phase 2 gets a lot more aggressive because Sanzeon finally opens up all three of his arms and starts attacking with the sword, axe and trident at the same time. The tricky part here is that he doesn't give you very clear visual cues like most bosses. His movement becomes fast and unpredictable. But the good news is, out of his 6 regular combos, 3 of them are very easy to parry, and these are your big punish windows. Every successful parry goes straight into a fatal flash, which guarantees a blood essence drop and lets you trigger your ultimate technique instantly for massive damage. So let's break down the 3 easy parry combos first. The first one is the axe and sword swipe into a crazy rush. He swings with the axe and sword while the trident arm stays still, and after that first hit, he'll dash around the arena in a blur, chaining a few more slashes. The key here is the pullback motion. He draws both weapons back first before committing to the swing. So as soon as you see him pull both arms back and start to lean forward, press triangle to parry. It's a slightly early input, but once you get used to it, you'll parry this consistently every time. If you miss the timing, don't panic, just hold on block and ride out the follow-up. The second combo is the 2 swords strike into a trident thrust. This one also starts with that simple pullback animation, but this time it's only the sword arm that moves. The axe and trident arm stay still for a moment. As soon as you see him draw the sword back, press triangle right as the first slash begins. The third combo is a 3-hit continuous chain. It still starts with a pullback, but this time he does a trident thrust first, then the axe swing and finishes with a sword slash. Same deal. The pullback is the cue, and you parry right as he moves forward to strike. So for all 3 of these combos that start with the pullback, those are your punish windows. Once you lock in the timing for that pullback and parry, phase 2 becomes easy. Just follow the drill after the parry. The next 3 moves are a lot faster and much harder to predict. They come out of nowhere with almost no warning. So for these, dodging or blocking is your best option. A simple rule to remember: if it's not a pullback, don't parry, just hold on block. The first move is a 3-hit combo, a quick axe slash, a horizontal sword slash and a trident uppercut that covers almost the entire screen. The next one is a double trident thrust, two fast consecutive stabs that come out instantly. There's no real cue here, it just happens. And the last one is a single sword slash that's actually slower than the others. And that's what makes it tricky. The slower swing can bait you into mistiming your parry. So again, if you don't see that signature pullback motion, don't trust the parry. Just block or dodge, stay patient and wait for the next safe punish window. Now comes the red flash power attacks, and these are the ones that open him up again for counter attacks. There are 4 of them in total. The first 2 are fast ones, they come out instantly and you might miss them sometimes. The first is a simple overhead axe slam. You will see the red flash and the axe lifts behind over his head before he brings it down. Just use a blade driven attack right as the flash appears to break it and get you a stagger. The second one is very similar. It starts with the same red flash and the overhead axe slash, but this time he follows it up with a single spinning dash straight into you. If you catch the flash in time, blade driven will interrupt and give you the punish window, but if you miss it, just dodge and hold on block and let him finish the move. Now, the next 2 power attacks are much easier to counter because they have a bit of wind up before they start. The first one begins with a red flash and then he leans back like he's winding up. Then he goes into a rotating dash around the arena, hitting you 3 times if it connects. Since this one telegraphs clearly, it's very easy to blade driven counter right as the flash happens. The last one is almost the same. You will see the wind up lean again, but this time he rushes straight forward into a big outside scissor cross slash. Again, the red flash and wind up give you more than enough time to counter. Just use the blade driven shurikens for both combos. The final combo is a very long choreographed attack. It starts with him dismembering his arms and connecting them together into a wheel, spinning in a crazy rotation that constantly tracks you. After that, the arms separate again and he does a barrage of ground slams like he's stabbing, which also follows you. And then the 3 arms go into 3 directional vertical rotating dashes. Finally, all the arms return and he finishes with an even crazier power attack with lasers and rotating strikes happening all at the same time. This entire combo is actually very easy to deal with. Just sprint in a circular path around the arena and the first 2 parts won't even touch you. But for the third sequence, move close to the boss and hold on block to observe the damage. Then, as soon as you see the red flash, use your blade driven attack to stagger him, which ends the combo and lets you go straight into your punish. And that's all folks. If this helped, make sure to like and subscribe. And now take a look at the full boss fight next.
I've handled worse.
All you got?